presented live for the next 30 minutes. As the world turns. Brought to you today by Gleam 2, with fluoride for cavities and brightener for looks.
You know, when my kids call me old-fashioned, I show them this drawer of toothpaste. This represents my letting them find themselves. And after 18 months, you know what they found? That these leading whiteners and brighteners didn't brighten any better than what we had in the first place. Gleam. And besides, not one of those tubes has a fluoride to help protect my kids' teeth against cavities. Gleam does. But they had to see for themselves. So when they call me old-fashioned...
After you've had your fling, come back to Gleam.
Any one of these popular liquid cleaners the one you use? Mix it up.
Mrs. Olson thinks she's testing a new kind of mop.
Go back and forth and tell me how you like the mop. That's greasy kitchen dirt we built up.
Kind of hard to push. This side's a lot better than that side.
You're just comparing your own liquid cleaner with Spick and Span.
That's great. It cleans a lot better than mine.
So what are you going to do?
Buy Spick instead.
You don't have to just...
I know it. I know I don't have to say that, but I want my clothes to look clean.
I saw Dan's chart. You didn't tell me there was an orthopedic man on the case?
I was going to.
How many people know this? Did you tell anyone?
No one. Just the nurses and the doctors in this unit.
Why, you didn't tell me anything about it. I was taken completely by surprise.
I'm sorry, David. I suppose I should have prepared you.
Does Dan himself know about this?
Not all the details.
Well, I should be the one to...
Why don't you wait till tomorrow, David?
Why? Something has to be faced.
Not necessarily tonight. Besides, there's someone else who's going to need your help. Understanding another problem. Ellen. She left here with my mother a few hours ago. She expects you to be home soon. With Paul. Biff. You told me not to say anything to Ellen about Paul.
I don't think I'll say anything to her either. I'd rather she didn't know just yet. She's been through too much already.
So have you.
Sometimes the spirit needs a rest.
I know.
You said you did talk to Elizabeth.
I felt she had a right to know. Was I wrong?
No, in a way, I'm glad. I only have so much strength in this sort of thing.
I wish I had your strength. Why is it that strong men never realize how really strong they are?
I want to go down to X-ray.
Now?
Will there be a better time? I want to see the X-ray of Dan's arm, or should I see X-rays? How many X-rays were taken of that arm?
Don't you want to phone Ellen?
No. I want to see the condition of that arm.
David, it can wait.
Maybe. But I can't. What I read on the chart, it amounts to... Come on, let's go down.
Not now.
No. Yes, right now.
so good.
Shrimp marinara, Josephine.
Glory is going to cooking school. Practices on us every night. I've never eaten so much fancy food in my life. Never had such a messy sink either. Talk about greasy food stains.
Try Comet. People who really use their sinks really need it.
What about this cleanser?
Comet gets out tough, greasy food stains when other leading cleansers can't. Watch. Sprinkle both cleansers. Now, we'll wait a minute. Then rub. You see?
Yeah, Comet's really better.
Comet has chlorinol.
So let her keep practicing. I'll keep using Comet.
When you really use your sink, you really need it. You just saw how great Comet cleans. Well, Comet also does something you can't see. It disinfects your sink. Comet's a powerful disinfectant. It has more disinfecting power than any leading cleanser. More than any of them. So for cleaning and disinfecting, get Comet.
I've been waiting.
I got here just as quickly as I could.
Did you see Mom?
No, I haven't been to see her. I came directly from the airport.
You came alone?
I came alone. There was no more to be done in New York.
When did it happen?
Oh, no. Don't worry about that now. Not everything was done the way your brother wanted to be done.
My brother. Oh, Paul.
Only a sedative, Dr. Stewart. Dr. Sawyer wants to make sure you get a good night's sleep.
My father.
No, he and Dr. Hughes left a little while ago.
Are they still in the hospital?
I don't think so, but I rather doubt it.
I'd like to see Dr. Sawyer now.
He isn't in the hospital, Dr. Stewart.
I want to see him.
Are you in any pain? Your back, perhaps?
No. You know Dr. Sawyer is an orthopedist?
Yes, of course. As soon as you take this medication, I'll get in touch with Dr. Sawyer.
I'm not going to sleep. No sedative until I see Dr. Sawyer.
Oh, he'll see you in the morning. There's nothing you need more right now than sleep.
I know what I need. I know what I need.
Well, his senior resident, Dr. Slade.
No. I want to see the man who worked on my arm. Do you understand? Who worked on my arm. I want to see Sawyer tonight.
I'll get in touch with Dr. Sawyer if you'll take your medication. I promise you. I'll be back shortly. At least try to get some rest.
Oh, that lake is freezing. Come on in my trailer. We'll have some coffee to warm up. Oh, what a homey trailer. Thank you. You even brought good dishes. It's just our everyday dishes. But I can see myself. I use Lemon Joy. It cleans down to the shine. Smells lemony. Wonder what it would do for my paper plates.
Lemon Fresh Joy cleans down to the shine. And that's a nice reflection on you.
For heaven's sake, be careful.
Don't worry, Mom. She won't break.
Sometimes I do worry.
What do you mean?
Everything's changing so. It's hard to know what to trust anymore.
Well, you can still trust Ivory. I feel like I know a lot about Ivory.
People do trust Ivory. They know about Ivory's purity, and they trust Ivory to clean gently. And regular gentle cleaning helps skin stay healthy looking.
You know, it seems the more you think about it, the more you trust Ivory.
The first portion of this program has been brought to you today by Ivory Soap for clean, healthy-looking skin. We'll continue with As the World Turns, following station identification.
Guess who's not coming to dinner? The Steinbergs, when the Fitzgeralds throw a party. Watch Bridget Loves Bernie, Saturday on CBS.
When you get an ugly cold sore or fever blister, you could just stick your head in a bucket. Now, that won't make cold sores go away, but Blister Clear can. It's a new clear gel with a proven formula that helps dry them up before they look so bad. So when you feel one of those ugly little things coming on, get Blister Clear. Believe me, it can work miracles. Almost.
Stiller and Meara at 4:30.
And now the second portion of As the World Turns.
Now you can surprise your friends with a new Tenderlove doll.
Oh, she's so soft.
Her name is Tearful Baby Tenderlove, and you can make her cry.
Wow, how'd you do it? Just move her head.
Tearful Baby Tenderlove changes from smiling to crying to smiling again. Give her a bath.
Uh-oh, there's soap in your eye. Don't cry.
Tearful Baby Tenderlove with Tenderlove Skin comes with her own bottle, new from Mattel.
What's quick to fix? What's quick to fix? And fun to munch. And fun to munch. New fruit and crunch. New fruit and crunch. You get cake mix. You get cake mix. You get real fruit filling. Real fruit filling. Crunchy topping. Crunchy topping. All together. All together in one box. There's cherry. Cherry. Apple. Apple. Blueberry. Blueberry. New fruit and crunch. Snack and dessert cake. Snack and dessert cake. From Pillsbury.
You running into a problem?
I had hoped I'd be able to reach Dr. David Stewart, but he left the hospital.
Yes, he left shortly before I left X-ray.
I was finally able to persuade Dr. Stewart to take his medication. However, I promised him I'd get in touch with Dr. Sawyer.
How long ago did you give him the medication?
About 5-10 minutes ago. He's very restless. Has been ever since his father was here, but he hadn't mentioned his arm before. I thought at first he was having some difficulty with his back wound. But when he mentioned Dr. Sawyer, well, I knew it had nothing to do with his back or leg.
Naturally. I really don't know what I could accomplish by going in and talking to him. There's so very little I can tell him.
There's nothing I could tell him. After all, I have my instructions from Dr. Sawyer.
Yes, I know you do. Was it a mild sedation?
Well, it should have taken effect by this time.
Then why don't you go in and see? I'll wait for you here.
Miss Clark?
Yes, Doctor. I thought you might...
Oh, come on. You don't really think I took that pill, do you? I spit it out. Have you been able to locate Dr. Sawyer yet?
The office is trying to reach him. As soon as they do, I'll give him your message.
Thanks. Oh. Don't bring me any more sleeping pills. You understand?
Yes, Doctor. He spit out the sleeping pill.
Might have known that. He's a very determined young man. He always has been, he always will be. At least I hope he always will be. I'll try to reach Dr. Sawyer.
I would appreciate it. The patient isn't going to get any rest until he sees Dr. Sawyer.
He may not get any rest after he sees him either. Hello, this is Dr. Hughes. I'm trying to reach Dr. Sawyer.
We'll return to As the World Turns in just a moment.
Oh, no. I hope I don't spread my cold.
Use Dristan Nasal Mist. Dristan Mist sprays away congestion, helps restore free breathing in seconds. Dristan Mist contains a special antihistamine to help control sneezing, plus twice as much sinus decongestant as the other leading spray. Twice as much sinus decongestant to help you breathe. To relieve sinus congestion in seconds, Dristan Nasal Mist or Dristan Vapor Spray.
Now this is hot, so I'm going to show you how to eat it. Okay? Now watch. You spear it, blow on it, and eat it. Not easy? Now watch again. You spear it, blow on it. Always remember to blow on it, and then eat it. Not easy enough?
Kids love Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Timmy, I'm not through teaching you yet.
But we sell so many of these nourishing little meat pies, something tells us kids aren't the only ones eating them.
Expected home.
Ellen, if they have left New York and are here, they are most likely at the hospital.
Then why haven't I heard from either one of them? Why haven't they phoned me?
They're undoubtedly with Dan.
I happen to know that a patient in intensive care is permitted a visitor for 5 minutes every hour.
My dear child, David and Paul are both staff doctors at Memorial. I'm sure they're not considered visitors.
Well, I would at least like to leave word with the office.
Ellen, I know how concerned you are about Dan, but if David and Paul are here in the city, they'll be home this evening. And then you can ask all the questions that seem to be plaguing you.
There is only one thing that is plaguing me.
I know, my dear. Your son in intensive care.
Excuse me, Ellen. Judge,
Ronnie?
I know you're expecting the rest of your family home tonight.
Yes, we are.
Well, I have to see Elizabeth later, and then I'll find a place to stay.
You know, it never occurred to me that you're occupying Paul's room.
Well, not only occurred to me, but to your very precocious daughter, Carol Ann. We've been having a little chat.
Has she been expounding on some of her very adult ideas?
One or two.
You know, she's maturing very rapidly.
Grandfather, I am going to the hospital.
Very well, my dear.
Doctor's service, please. This is Mrs. David Stewart. Is Dr. Stewart or Paul at the hospital? Thank you. I see. Well, he's left, Grandfather.
Didn't I tell you they'd be home this evening?
I didn't say they, Grandfather. I said he.
We'll return to As the World Turns in just a moment.
When I make vegetable soup, I cut the carrots, potatoes, green beans, and zucchini into nice big chunks.
When Campbell's makes chunky vegetable soup, we cut the carrots, potatoes, green beans, and zucchini into nice big chunks.
My soup is so chunky, you'll be tempted to eat it with a fork.
Chunky vegetable soup's so chunky, you'll be tempted to eat it with a fork. But use a spoon. You'll want to get every drop.
Campbell's Chunky Soups. So chunky, you'll be tempted to eat them with a fork.
Look, it's the PlaySchool computer. You put in a card that matches colors with things.
Brown. Shoe. It's right.
With the computer, there are cards for colors and clothes and all sorts of things. And there are no motors or batteries. You just dial a question,
Egg.
choose an answer,
Nest.
and push a button.
Wrong. Chicken.
The computer gives the right answer.
Paint.
The computer from PlaySchool, a Milton Bradley company.
I don't understand, Dr. Hughes. What came over Dan? I haven't talked to the nurse.
Well, I'm sure that she doesn't know exactly what took place when Dan's father went in to see him.
Well, David's back?
Yes. You know how close Dan and Paul were.
Well, I didn't know Paul too well, but Dan's reputation as a surgeon, well, who in Memorial doesn't know about that? He did know about Paul's condition.
We all knew. And I'm sure it upset him regardless of how little David told him.
And he wouldn't take the sedative.
Oh, he spit it out when the nurse left the room. Now, he doesn't know that I was able to reach you. He thinks that Miss Clark is still trying to get in touch with you.
You know he's going to ask me about that arm. And all I can do is tell him what I know and what I don't know. And what I won't be able to know for a time at least. You want to wait for me?
I'll wait.
Oh, it's the emergency, Dr. Stewart. You were a long time getting here. One of those rare evenings out with my wife. What would you do if you ordered a sleeping pill for a patient and was told by the nurse that the patient spit it out? I'd have expected that nurse to get in touch with me. Oh, now, I have a very fine resident here at Memorial, as you know. But he didn't do the surgery on my arm. Or did he? No, I did. Now look, you'll be back in your room by the first of the week. Who knows? We may be able to set up something or other so you can see the x-rays of your arm. You know, the ones I took before I operated. You can see for yourself what happened. And then I can explain what it was necessary for me to do. I don't want to wait until Monday. You have to realize one thing. When you fell with your full weight on your arm, the radius, and the elbow. Now, I did the surgery, yes. You're going to have a scar from your elbow 3/4 of the way down your arm. I don't care about any scars. What's the prognosis? On that. Now, you don't expect me to answer that question tonight, do you?
But you know what surgery was done. You can tell me what the probabilities are, pro and con.
I won't know until the cast comes off. It'll be 3-4 weeks before we take more x-rays. You know what has to be done. And you'll know when you see the x-rays. I have every hope that the arm will mend and no further surgery will be necessary.
Every hope, did you say?
Isn't that what you say when you operate? We never know, do we? We never really know until we can give the all-clear signal to the patient and the family. And even then, we don't really know. Do we, Dr. Stewart?
You believe? You hope? Look, this is my life you're talking about, Doctor. Do you understand what I'm talking about? This arm is my life. You believe you hope? Well, you damn well better know whether I'm going to be able to practice surgery again. Are you listening to me? Sawyer! Where are you? I want to know!